Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Daytime Sprints. How are y'all doing today? Can you hear me? Let me see. I'm going to turn this volume down actually. Feel like I don't have enough light in this room, but let me know. Maybe it's just all in my head. Would not be the first time. I hope everyone is having a great day. I know the day has definitely just gotten started, so plenty of wiggle room to go. Okay, that's a little lighter. I like that better. So, how are y'all doing? Hey, Elena, how are you doing, Miss Lady? Courtney, getting my hair done today, going to Starbucks after a hair appointment and grabbing some food. Okay, so I have a few things going on in that. Let me know, what are you getting done to your hair? I like a good new hairstyle. And what are you going to be eating? Hello, hi, Mr. Meredith. No, Vanessa, right? Oh my God, I'm getting your name confused. I keep thinking Meredith and I'm thinking Vanessa. Let me know. Hold up. I just remembered something, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry. You have a thought in your head that you need to get out or research before you forget about it. That thing. But anyway, how you doing, Dr. B? uh, hold up. You said hit the like button. Unfortunately, can't stay working my one-to-one with a patient in the office today. Okay, I understand. Good morning. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Lynn. How are you doing? Hi, Pat. Happy October and happy Black History Month in the UK, y'all. October is Black History Month in the UK. So I am going to celebrate Black History twice a year, February and October. Y'all should too as well, by the way. Our history is closely tied. Hey, Kiana, how are you doing, Miss Lady? Are you gearing up to get some work done? Great. Awesome. Hey, Pat. I was going to say Pat. Hey, Ellen. How are you doing? I saw that you and Greg had a live yesterday, but I worked. Oh my gosh, it was such a chore. Yesterday was a chore, but I made money. I'm here. I'm gonna let it go, okay? But so I stopped in, but was not able to stay. So it looks like y'all were having a good time, and you had a guest host there. Going to get it colored bubblegum pink. Ooh, that ought to be interesting. Okay, I love a little pink. Okay, well, it sounds like it's gonna be nice. Is your hair short or is it long? If it's short, maybe you can mimic pink, the artist pink. That would be fun. Hey, Jalissa, how are you doing today? Ooh, hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm in the background trying to get this timer thing situated. How are you doing? Are you having a good morning thus far? Hey, Pat. Hey, Pat. How you doing? Hey, Amal. Hello, peeps. Join the sprint on Discord also. So you are sprinting all over the place. I love it. Starting fresh, okay? Spreading yourself around. I like it. Reading Becoming Calder by Mia Sheridan. I have never heard of that. Becoming Calder. What is that about? And are you enjoying it? Hey, Pat. Alan says hello to Pat and Kiana. Pat says good morning to Kiana. Long time. Hope you're well. Hey, Elena. So what is everybody going to be reading today? Any good books on the horizons? Anybody participating in Black Aweenathon or For the Culture and all that stuff? Oh, what did I do? Sorry, in the background, something, all of a sudden my screen said, oh snap, we have an error. Must have been clicking too much. Let me try to gear this timer here. Has anybody already finished a book for any of the readathons that they're participating in? That would be a feat. I'm almost done with one. Almost. I started it before, obviously, but almost done. Hey, Alan. Hey, Pat. Kiana says hello. I am as good as I can get. Working from home. How about yourself? Well, I don't work from home and I'm not working now, so I'm good. I worked yesterday and I work again tomorrow. So working from home would be nice though. I need to find a nice at-home job, like a little side hustle. However, today is my husband's birthday, y'all. Okay, so we're still trying to figure out what to get into, but I got him tickets to a Circus Soleil for later today. So I think him and his parents and me, all of us, may trudge out there. So that's looking like it may be a good time. And maybe grab some dinner before. Fine to see Greg in 4 days. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Booktuber meetup. I love it. Okay. Well, make sure you take some video. I'd be interested to see how y'all meetup go and stuff. I know y'all met before in the past, but still, it'd be interesting. Man, DC, you're flying like clear across the country. Alan's in the Portland, Oregon area. So flying all the way around. Well, that is, DC is like, traffic in DC is horrible. DC is like three-ish hours from me if you don't have traffic. With traffic, which you probably will, definitely more. Well, I hope you have a great time. Hey, Amal. Hey, Jessica. Hello. Hello, Penumbra. How are you doing? Welcome. Lurking and liking. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I hope that everybody's been having a good fall thus far. You know, the weather, I don't know what it's doing, y'all, because it seemed like summer was going. It was chilly, but today it's supposed to be 80 degrees, y'all. 80 degrees. What is up with that? I'm going to let that go, but I'm going to enjoy it. So we are going to be here for about 3 hours, and then I got to call it quits because I got some stuff to do and enjoy the outside weather. And it's going to be a blast. I'm going to be enjoying. I'm going to soak in, get my tan, call it a day. It's going to be a good time. Taking a train up to DC. Yes, because he stays in Virginia, right? That's like right next door. Well, y'all gonna have a good time. That should be fun. Have you ever visited the National Mall? That's always a good time. Tons of museums. I like museums to a certain extent, but it's a lot of walking. Same thing like when you visit Europe or other places. Like I like when you go and visit and be a tourist to get immersed in whatever environment, but it's like, oh, my feet hurt. It's like those people that want to go to Norway. Is it Norway? To see the Northern Lights. Sounds interesting in theory. In practice, I don't want to go all the way up there just to stare at the sky. Like, I know there's other things, but that's the main reason people go. Not going to do it for me. I like a good beach vacation. I can see the ocean and I can jump into it. Circus Soleil sounds great. It should be fun. I've been to maybe once or twice. Like I went to like I don't know, it was kind of like a bootleg Circus Soleil. It was kind of a risque type once in the past. But this is like a legit Circus Soleil show, so it should be fun. It's the Bazaar, Bazaar. Should be a fun time. We were visiting his parents. We celebrated with his parents over the weekend, and we were on the way back driving on, what's that road? Anyway, on the highway and in Pennsylvania, and we saw all the huge tents already set up. I was like, oh, that would be cool. And then I got home and then I got some tickets. So I guess we're tracking back up that way. Didn't plan to because we got stuck in some traffic, y'all. We were driving home from that celebration over the weekend, and what was supposed to be an 1.5-hour drive turned into 3.5 hours because the Schuylkill, that's I-76 near Philadelphia area, sucks. That's it. Hi, Paulina. I haven't seen your lovely face in a while. How are you doing? Hello. Are you still reading with us? Enjoying the festivities, all that jazz. Hey, Mayama, how you doing? How's your back? Halfway done with my first Black Wing book. Oh, okay. Exciting, exciting. I love Black Wing. It's a good time. Good time. I like it because not only are you reading books by Black authors, however, you also have a lot of people kind of reading the same books. Not exactly, but it's just that, there's overlap. So I know that there's probably somebody reading a book that I'm reading. So when I go to sprints, then I'm able to be like, oh, hey, look at that book. So that's cool. And get a lot of really good recommendations of Black books to read the rest of the year. So good time. My TBR video, by the way, will be up tomorrow. I don't know if I said that. DC one time for spring wedding under the cherry blossoms. Very pretty. And there was a monsoon level flooding. A bridal party was drenched. Then we stepped into a chapel. It was interesting. Oh, I know that was not fun for the wedding people. I'll say that, because all the expense that goes into it to get drenched is horrible. Like, I've been to one wedding. Was it one? Yeah, one wedding. Well, it rained, but they had it underneath the tents. Like, it was part tent, part inside because it was huge, but nobody got rained on. So by the time you made it in, then it started raining, but it was, all inside and stuff. So it wasn't too bad. I was lucky. I had perfect weather I got married in July, but it was a nice day. I wanted to plan an outside ceremony, but was concerned about rain. But I really wanted to plan an outside wedding with the inside contingency, but my husband was like, no. So we just got married inside, but it was a lovely day. I would have loved to have got married outside. DC 76. Ooh, it's been a minute. Okay, you can see how it has changed, Alan. Let us know. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Cirque Soleil show is amazing. Man, folks be doing some stuff. They got some talent. Okay. In Cirque du Soleil, you have people that have natural, inborn, God-given talents, and you have some people that have had some talent that they have perfected. And I just think it's amazing. Some of it is cringeworthy, I will say, but it is amazing. Another show that, if you don't get to Cirque du Soleil, but it's still definitely worth checking out, is Universal Soul Circus, SOUL. So that's also another amazing show. And the tickets are definitely way cheaper. I think they tour all over the world. But it's an international cast of artists. And, they talk about which countries they come from. And then they do something that's kind of, I guess represents their country or whatever, but I think that's amazing, of the diversity, like the utter diversity. It's awesome. I think they represent over 100-something different countries in that one thing. And there's animals and acrobatics and dancing and horse tricks and just a lot of amazing, amazing, talented people. I enjoy that. Do I have any of that talent? No. That's why I read books and I'm in healthcare. But, it's a great time. Cirque du Soleil was ruined by Vegas. Yeah, well, they started having those residency shows. But, for those of us that can't go, I actually have a book. Where is it at? Did I hold it? Somewhere in here. I have a book called Balancing Acts that I got by the CEO of Cirque du Soleil, and talk about how it was going to go bankrupt and he took over and all this stuff. Basically, you have a rich white dude trying to tell you how to harness the power of creativity to be productive. Okay, tell that to somebody trying to feed their kids working at Walmart. But anyway, but it was a really, interesting book for what I read of it. So if y'all want to read on that, there is a book about that guy and how he was able to salvage the actual Cirque du Soleil. I always say Cirque du Soleil, but Cirque du Soleil, about how he was able to manage, salvage that whole institution, especially with the COVID pandemic and all. Original shows were amazing. Yeah, do a great job. Ooh, I'm sweating. Finally going to see Cirque du Soleil in Vegas in November. Ooh, that ought to be a good time. You got Cirque du Soleil and you got Vegas. Okay. Watch yourself, though. Watch yourself. It's a fun time, but it's a wild time too. I will say I've been to Vegas once, and I was like, "Ooh, it's a lot." Really good. Are you going to stay on the strip? Love by the Beatles by Cirque. Don't know that one. Doing well, thanks. I'm reading and working. Got to do it, right? I'm picking up a Tanana Review, I think. I need to figure out which section of the map I'm doing first, though. Oh, okay. Are you going to do the whole map? See, I tried to simplify. I mean, you can watch the video, but I'm basically going to just do all of Saint Germain, call it a day. I don't want to roll the die and all that stuff. So we'll see kind of where that lands me and if I add in. I'm notorious for adding in some stuff, but I figured I would kind of keep it simple because I'm doing a few other readathons too. But that ought to be cool. Tanana Review, I like the writing. It's simplified, it's easy, but her books are small print and long. I'm like, dang. But The Good House looks like a good time. I was thinking of reading that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not because I found some other haunted house books. Paulina, that'll be a great show. Yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. I'm reading Good Marvelers by Donnell Clayton for Blackoween. What is the Marvelers about? I want to know what all these Blackoween-a-thon books that y'all are reading about. So you never know. I may pick them up later. For those of y'all that don't know about Blackoween, I know I've mentioned it. I know it's all over the place. It is trademarked. I am not affiliated with Blackoween by any means. I'm not a host or nothing. I just enjoy the show. But the readathon. But Blackoween is a readathon hosted by Bree at Locked Booktition. Check her out. Good time. And it is a readathon dedicated to reading Black authors and I'm going to add this in there, Black characters. Okay, but Black authors, Black characters. For excellence in crime fiction, horror, mystery, things like that. Okay. If you got a sci-fi book with some mystery, okay, and crime, you can add that in too, but still, I'm just saying. But good time, and it is in October. Check out a video, all that stuff. Universal Soul Circus, so much fun and full of culture. Exactly. And they really get the kids involved too, and I really like that. Yes. Hey, Paula. Did I call you Paulina? Is it Paula or Paulina? I was thinking Paulina. Hi, Pat. Hello. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Pat. Blackoween, everybody in Black History. Exactly. Black History Month in the UK. Okay. All month long. Happy Black History Month. Hey, Ulysses. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. Vegas, baby. Sorry, bugs. Baby girl has nationals in Vegas and we're going to make it a family vacation. Might as well. You're already there and you're spending the money, Kiana. Go ahead and have a good time, okay? That's what I'm saying. Tack on like a day or two, you know? Staying on the strip at the Nomad. Ooh, I never heard of the Nomad. I stayed at the Paris. My friend and I are also going to the YouTube concert at the Sphere. I'm excited. Ooh, see, and you got a concert? That's good. See, the thing that I did not do that I regret when I went was I did not go to any of the shows. Like I did, like, you know how you have, what is it? Is it the Tropicana? I can't remember. You know how you have those, girl, y'all, I keep having bugs like floating around in front of my face and y'all like, what is she swatting at? It's like, what is this? But I liked all those little free shows. Like, you know how it's like what Bellagio, Caesars, whatever. You know how you walk down the strips, you have like the pirate show and part of what is that, Treasure Island or something? And then you have the water show. Is that Caesars or Bellagio? I can't remember. Anyway, but I caught all those shows and things that as you walk along the strip, you have all those. And then if you go to, I think it's the Rio, it's not on the main strip. It's maybe like, I don't know, like a half a mile or a mile off of some road, but off the strip. There's a Rio hotel that has a parade of floats on the ceiling, which is amazing. It's right above the casino. So I did like all the free shows that I could find while I was there. But I didn't pay for any residency shows or something. I would rectify that when I go back. Don't know when, but it's the plan. Love Vegas placed the 6 and 8 with odds caps. Thank me later. Hey, Paulina, pay attention, okay? Alan be hitting. You never know. Yeah, when I read Tanana Review, I prefer ebook. Yes, ebook. I had an ebook with her, and no, I did not. I'm lying. I had a regular book, but I got an audio with her, and I think it made the difference. However, when I was reading, what is that? My Soul to Keep, I was doing like a bunch of yard work and stuff. And so that kept me company. And before you know it, I was done. But it was long. I could tell because I was out on them streets called my yard for days. And Tanana Review kept me busy that entire time. So that's how I know that book was long. Yeah, good author, I will say. Get the craps, play the craps table. Does that blow on the dice and throw them, right? I like the what is that? Is it not roulette? What's that table? What's the one where you put the like red, black, the odds, the evens? What is that? Roulette, I think that's called roulette. That's what I like. Happy Bling with Blackoween, Spookathon, Happy Black History Month. Happy Black all the way, okay? I have determined that I am going to now celebrate Black History Month 2 months of the year. So, all the way, y'all. Hey, Pat. October. Oh, yeah. So, yes, that is a Edgar Allan Poe readathon. Have fun. I won't be participating. Popped to my library. They forgot it was Black History Month UK. I was pissed. Oh, heck no. What? Do they normally have stuff out? Like, hold on, what am I talking about? I'm acting like it's the USA. No, they should know, because in the US, they celebrate Black History Month. It's a given. So how does your library not? How did they forget? Oh, no. I would write to your library association or something like that, especially if they celebrate all the other months of the year. Like, even if it's a shelf, because sometimes that's all you get is a shelf. You know what? We up in there until we get something more. Oh, I would be pissed. No representation? Oh, no. What are we, Florida and Texas? Come on now. That's messed up. Well, I'm sorry to hear it, Pat. That is so wrong at all. Any of y'all UK people, take a look at this, okay? This Pat says, pop to the library. They forgot Black History Month in the UK. I was pissed. No representation. Screenshot that and bring that to your Congress, Parliament, whatever government, okay? Because I'm pissed for you already, okay? Hello, Paco. Okay, y'all. Here's Paco here. Bad Witch Books. I love that name. Spooktacular is also October for his readathon. You got the bingo board, and you can put all your other readathons with his readathon to include in there. So take a look at that one if y'all interested. Add in another one. It's okay. Hello, hi. The Marvelers, middle grade, about a girl going to a new magical school. Ooh, okay. That sounds like it may be a good time. Is that kind of like Amari? Hey, it's Bonnie in the house. Hey, Bonnie. Stopping by to say hi, about to start the workday. Kind of make some shmorty. Okay, that works. Bonnie and I have a few books in common this month. Everybody take a look with Books and Bonnie. Awesome booktuber here. Hope you have a good day. Hey, Pat. Hey, Bonnie. Taking us for exactly. Always. It's going to be a good time. I want to go with you. Take me with you. Put me in your luggage. Actually going to be learning how to play crafts. Oh, okay. It's a learning experience. Okay. Don't bet too much if you are, before you get the hang of it. Save some money. I like the roulette. I think it's called roulette. I don't know why I'm second guessing that. If I wasn't thinking about it, I would know the name. But I think it's roulette. I like roulette, and I like the video poker. Sometimes video blackjack, but video poker. And that's about all that I play. And my eye stakes are not high at all. I actually like the video roulette, so you can place your bet at the little machine and then the person. I prefer the person, not all automated. So I like the idea that you have the machines. It's generally one person in the middle, and then you have all like 6, 7, 8, whatever machines around where people can place the bets. But then you have the person in the middle throwing the little ball around instead of automated, because I trust a person more than the automated machine, but you never know what the hell's going on. Hit that like button, y'all. We're about to start the first sprint. We're going to do 45. I got to go film some stuff and go find some stuff. So I'm going to go off. $700 playing war? What? Ulysses, you are lucky. Okay. They normally do. Yeah, you got to get on them, girl. That's messed up. You don't even have nothing celebrating. That shows you how much they value you, right? Did you ask them? Because I would go ask. I could be shy at times and other times not. I'd be like, hey, are we celebrating Black History Month? Or ask or play like, oh, I just moved to the area. I didn't know if, this was something that we do here or not. I don't know. Yeah, I would ask them, put them on the spot too, like on the spot, like wait till it's a group of people and just go in. Hey, I was wondering, like not just quiet, but hey, I was wondering, normally Black History Month, it is, no, hey, y'all, this is October. It's Black History Month. I was assuming the library would be celebrating our history in this area that we pay taxes for. So did we change something? Something like that. Yeah, that's crazy, right? James Baldwin, buddy reading partner, Patrice Jones every February. Ooh, there we go. Get some James Baldwin in the house. There's actually, if you go to Erica at the Broken Spine, she has a year-long James Baldwin readathon going on. Read along if you're interested in reading all the works. Dang, I effed up. I meant Happy Spooktacular. Oh, I thought it was something else. Spooktacular, y'all. That is the readathon for Paco. I don't know if I stated the name. Struggling, and it's only 10:25. Hey, don't worry, girl. I struggle all day long. And I haven't even had a cup of tea. What is wrong? Want to take the rest of the day off so badly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah. That sucks. I don't even know which book to pick up. Juggle them and figure them out. Just read them all. You're going to do it anyway. 6 and 8 with odds. Odds and 6 and 8. Okay. Hey, make sure you hear that, Paulina. Look, Alan's trying to tell you how to win. Let us know when you get back. Hydrate. I don't even have a water bottle. Pat, I see. I'm like Ulysses. Something's not right. Automatically, day's not going well. Crazy Pat, did you ask someone? Why not? Exactly. Yeah, I did ask. Yes, it was across the green from me. What is it? I'm sorry. I don't understand what that means. Yes, I did ask. Yes, it's across the green from me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they just. Oh, are you talking about like it's across the street, like by the park? But yeah, that's messed up. They're not. Yeah. They need to rectify that. I would bring that up. That's not even cool because I feel like a library is a safe space that represents the entire community, and they should be doing something. Most of the time they have programs and things like that. Like my library, I haven't been to it, and I know it's controversial, but they even do the a reading with the drag queen type thing or whatever. I'd be interested to see how they gear that to kids, but I haven't gone to it. But ours is very, very inclusive, especially compared to what I see out here. I don't see that as much like in the community, but the library is on point. I feel like the only time, truthfully, I see the library in my neighborhood is at the library. So I'm like, oh, this where we at. Didn't get an answer. What? They just no. I'm gonna have to elevate that for y'all. Okay, I would elevate that, Pat. It depends on how much of a stink you want to make. I can be passive, and I can make a stink if I want to. I've done that at work, and I'm like, if they fire me, oh well, I'm gonna get another job. I just kept asking questions to make a nuisance of myself until they at some point stopped responding, but I kept elevating my question until it, to me, it's like I don't expect an answer, but I'm going to keep bringing to the attention until somebody realized they effed up at the higher level than just the one base person, you know. So I'm just saying, do what you got to do, but that's nuts. Writing it down. Alan's giving pointers. Okay, Alan, I hear that Powerball is like $1 billion bucks. Tell me what numbers I need for that. Okay. Library across the park. Okay, that's what I was thinking, across the park. Okay, so you can walk to it. I like that. Mine's like about 0.7 miles, and I walk a lot to it, unless I'm in a hurry. Or I have a lot of books like I have now, so I'm going to drive today. Having a clown read to the kids. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, I mean, I don't know if they have any protests, because, you know, everybody's on a different wavelength when it comes to representation and all that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know what they're really getting at with that, but it's yeah. Trying to explain that to kids, I think it's kind of interesting. And I wonder how that whole thing came about, and I wonder who shows up. I haven't been to any of them because I don't have any kids and I feel weird coming up, but one of these days I'm just going to kind of lurk around and see. But it's like in the kids area, and you don't want to be lurking in the kid area. You ain't got no kids, and they be like, what are you doing here? So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not somebody like, I don't know. You know, there's different levels to drag queens, so there's no telling what exactly they're gearing at and how that plays out. So honestly, I think libraries do try. I get newsletters from all these libraries, and they really do be inclusive in their states where book banning is a fad. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't speak for all libraries. I know the one near me is amazing, and the ones I've been to. So I don't know what happened. It seems to me, Pat, like somebody dropped the ball. I'm not sure. Ulysses, where are you at, by the way? I'm thinking California, but I'm probably wrong. No, Jig was in Rhode Island. Where are you at, Ulysses? Protesters are stupid and hateful. Yes, I agree. I do agree protesters are, yes. I think that there's a time and a place for certain things, and there's a way to do things, especially when it comes to kids. But I hate people that just want to just ban everything. To me, that's not okay. I can see kind of sheltering things from certain groups of people. And to a certain extent, like for some things in schools, like I may agree to a certain extent with some of that, but across the board, no. But there's people that are still trying to ban things from just regular public libraries. I don't think anything in a public library should be banned. I think that it's fair game. Hell, if I'm going to even go out of this box, I'll even say some pornography is still appropriate in a public library. In a very censored way. I'm not saying have live nudes here. What I'm saying, to a certain extent, it's literature and history. So there's a certain representation to show that to the masses that I think is appropriate. But, you know, whatever. I do places 6 and 8 with odds. Vegas dealers will help you. Oh, there you go. There you go. Watch some YouTube tutorials, okay, before you go, so you know. Book banning states. I'm in Chicago. Yeah. Girl, English today. Sorry, no biggie. I struggle with getting words out, period. Fortunately, New York City have libraries that are available and inclusive. Too bad a lot of people don't use them here as they should. That's true. You know what? I will say, even in my area, like before BookTube, I was a Kindle girl. Like I was paying for my Kindle membership, Kindle Unlimited. And it wasn't until BookTube that kind of reminded me, oh, you got a library down the street. For some reason, it just, which is crazy, because when I was in Seattle, I lived in that library. But most of the time I was getting like videos, because you can rent like free movies and stuff back then, like DVDs and stuff. Yeah, I'm old. But I would pick up books. But for some reason, it totally crossed my mind that, hey, why don't you pick up books from the library? It was just convenient for me to download books on my Kindle. I mean, I was reading, but I wasn't reading as much as I was with BookTube. And then when I got on BookTube, I was like, hold up, I get these books from the library, the same books. Because if I couldn't get a particular book, then like Kindle Unlimited, because I'm not a book buyer, then I would just not read it. But I wanted to read what y'all were reading, and Kindle Unlimited don't be having those books. But the library did. And I was like, oh, I feel like I've been missing out for years. Use your libraries, y'all. Your taxpayer dollars are paying for them. If you want to buy books, that's fine, but utilize your library too, okay? Otherwise, they'll take funding away. Want to ban a book, you should at least read it. Oh, that too. That's definitely right there. Yes, I'm all on that one. You should read a book before you say something bad about it. Schools are public too. That's true. I agree. I think depending on the school, yeah, I'm just saying there's certain things I don't agree that should possibly be in the school library, but I think for the most part, you just need to do some filtering before you put them in there. And I don't believe that. I feel like once a book goes into school, I'm not a fan of taking it out. You have librarians that buy books. I don't know how. I'm not a librarian. I don't know how or what's the determination of a school buying a book, because that's taxpayer dollars buying that book. But the filtering process should go into acquiring the book. So after it's been acquired and put in the school, I'm not a fan of that being taken out at all. I definitely have an issue with that. So if people want to get involved, then that's where they should go. Drag queens with kids in libraries, I vote no. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I really have no idea what the thought process is in that, and how the aesthetic of that look like, and if it's the idea of allowing them to ask questions about a different, I was going to say lifestyle. I don't know. I don't know all into it. I just know that they have that at my library. Yeah, I love a good drag show, y'all. I think they're using the kids as an excuse to be hateful, have people don't even have a care about kids at home. Who you telling? Yeah, people use the kids for a lot of things. Kids are a good excuse to not go to a party, and they're a good excuse to hate other groups of people. That is what people do. Love my KU membership, and I'm a library. That's what I'm talking about, Grace. Hey, lady, how you doing? I haven't seen you. Welcome, Grace Adams. Make sure you subscribe. I agree. KU is amazing. Get all my graphic novels and comics from the library, even manga, because I don't have the space for those huge series. Exactly. I'm telling y'all, yes, don't sleep on the libraries, because I'm telling you from experience, I slept on the library and I regret it. Okay, I missed out on some good reads, but I'm rectifying that situation, as y'all have been seeing. So I used to do that before I started collecting. You can collect and do the library, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Because you definitely are not going to get those nice fairy loots and book of the month and all those pretty book subscription things from the library. It's not going to look like that. But what you can do is get like the library cells and then, doctor on them edges up yourself if you want. No, because they be stamping. That's the only thing I hate. I don't like when libraries stamp on the pages. That pisses me off, because I be like, this is this. I'll be like, this is this. And then I'm like, oh, I just showed y'all my library. But I hate that. And then you got the big ass sticker in the back. I hate that. But, it ain't my book per se. I'm renting it. So Libby, yes, Libby's awesome too. That's another thing. Your library, you have access to audiobooks as well, and ebooks. So if you're a Kindle person, they send it right. My Libby sends it right to my Kindle. So all that. Y'all, we need to get to a sprint. Sorry I'm late. I was talking to my dad and now I'm on the phone. You are a busy person this morning. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, y'all, we are going to get to a sprint. Otherwise, I'm going to be in these comments all day. You know how I talk. So we're going to do a 45-minute sprint, and then we'll come back, okay? Let's see. Do I have the timer queued? I do. Okay, y'all. Get some happy reading in, okay? And we'll talk later. Hello, hello, hello. How did your reading go? Well, I'm gonna just cue this over here in the background. So I don't have to worry about it later. How did your reading go? That was the first sprint. I managed to do what I said I was going to do, which is a feat in itself. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at in the chat. Okay, so Tina, you were just coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How did your doctor call go? Ooh, this camera always has something going on about that. Hopefully, you're able to make your appointments and get everything situated. Paco said you've seen on TikTok and it's cute and they don't really care. What are we talking about? You saw something on TikTok. Can you remind me about what you saw on TikTok? I buy books sometimes, but I use the library more. Yes, the library is definitely a really good resource, y'all. Definitely agree about that one. Oh, that one. I like that mine is so close though. If you're fortunate enough, I know not everybody has that opportunity, but if you live close to a library, it's really really nice because you can like walk there and get your stuff, and it's quick. And I enjoy living within walking distance of a library. From my hometown, oh my gosh, y'all, the library was like, yeah, it was like across town, like, and it was like off of the busy street. And I mean, I guess my current library, truthfully, is off of a busy street too, but it's much more accessible to me, even though it's on that busy street. I just cross it, but it's not like on a highway, you know how that is. So definitely take advantage. I need to use the library more. Yes, you should, Paco. No, but there's nothing wrong with buying books. Sometimes you just want to have them. Some people want to build their own personal library, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just know that, if you're a reader, it's not a whole lot of us out there. However, also, as much as we read, I mean, what's normal these days? But, we read a lot compared to like maybe some other people that aren't part of like book communities like this. So we probably would tend to pick up books at a higher rate. So I just think that looks good upon the library stats when they're requesting funding. So that's the way I look at it. And also it saves you money in case you don't really care about a book, like, oh, I want to read it. I don't necessarily want to own it. Because sometimes there's books you want to own and there's some you just want to read. So that's the ones definitely get from the library. And, it has been established at times we have diversity issues, And so to me, I like to especially request books by Black authors from the library so that we can have that resource, because I know that many times, certain areas don't want to provide that. So anyway, good resource if you want to take advantage. Drag queens are playing a part. They are harmless. It's teaching our kids diversity and acceptance and community. No, I agree. I agree on that. I just think some kids need to have a brain to kind of accept that, like I'm all inclusive with whoever's sexuality and stuff. But I think when you have like a man in a dress, it can sometimes kind of confuse people. So I don't know how they play that off with the library. I would just be curious because, as an adult, I don't have no issue. Like even as a teenager, hell, if that's not your thing, then kind of, walk away or whatever. Teens are aware of that. But I think this is more towards littler kids. And, littler kids, they're immature and stuff like that. So, just got to kind of figure out how you're looking at young minds and what questions that you have, but it's the idea of they're going there to read a book and not necessarily have a program. So I don't know if they are, like, it's not like a show, like, how if we would go to a drag show and stuff, it's not like that. It's reading a book. So I don't know what books, like maybe it's certain books, like let's say you have kids that are part of the queer community, or you're assuming, or I don't know. I don't want to speak so much about what I don't have the words for or the knowledge, but all I'm saying is that my library has that. And it's pretty popular. I mean, I've seen it on the docket or whatever on the website many times. So it's something that's pretty popular, but the age range is, I think it's younger. So I don't know what books, like if it's geared towards, hey, it's just this drag queen reading a regular book, or if it's like a particular book that like they're promoting for certain communities. That's hopefully I said that right. I'm trying to explain it right so you're not like, oh, what the hell? My friend told multiple jobs that his kids are sick to get out of work. Yeah, I don't have that luxury. It'd be nice though, right? I'm telling you, I've had people say family gatherings, my kid's sick, we can't come because the kid's sick. Yeah. Okay. That's what you do. That's what you do. Yes. 30% of becoming colder. Okay, you're rocking. That's a third down. We don't have any kids is the part. Yeah. He doesn't have any kids. Don't let that catch up with them, okay? That catches up. I had this friend back in the day that I'm telling you, like, this girl was always going to a funeral. I got a funeral to go to. I think her grandmother died like 3 times, but she was always going to a funeral. I'm not one of those people, and there's no disrespect, but I'm not one of those people that your mom's mom or your great auntie or the person down the street that knew my aunt died, that type thing, just going to non-family members' funerals. I'm not that girl, but she got wind of anybody that knew somebody and she had to go pay respects. That's a lot of time off work. OMG. Reading Rebel Bull Run by Bernard Cornwell. Greg and I are going to visit the Civil War site. Have fun with that. I have issues with all of those things. Hey, Deidre, how you doing? I'm here, but I'm working. Everyone is good. Awesome. Okay. Hey, get some sprinting in while you work. Nothing wrong with that. That's productivity. Let me know when you're available any of these Thursdays, by the way. Hey, Deidre. Chapter 11 of Takeout. Oh, Deidre, by the way, not to single you out, and you don't have to respond if you don't want to, but I did see your Blackoween video, by the way. Deidre, by the way, y'all, is part of one of the hosts for Blackoween. But you said you had moved. I know you're talking about pecan trees. I don't know if it was for the video or if you like moved down south somewhere, because I know you're in the Philly-ish area. 11 of Takeout. I'm still in class. That's why I'm Mia. Sorry, P. Oh, MIA. Okay, nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not in class currently, okay? Give the teacher some respect. Hope everyone is well. Missed the start because I fell down an 80s music rabbit hole. I know how that is, y'all. Did I get my calendars? But I got my calendars done. We are now officially in October. Boop the like button. Well, thank you very much, Kay. Thank you very much. Can y'all believe it's October? I'm happy because I look forward to Blackoween all year long. I look forward to September, October, November reading months, I will say. Those 3 months and February are my favorite reading months of the entire year. However, it's October. Dang! What happened? Finally, read. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that works. Hey, Kenny, how are you doing, lady? How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? How the heck are you? Hey, Stacy and Steph, how's it going? I'm working from home today. Glad you're sprinting. Well, I'm glad to keep you company, okay? I did some revisions for work and read 10 pages of Who Fears Death. Oh, okay, Nadia Corfor. I like that one. I think I can fit it in for ancestral knowledge for Saint Germain Graveyard. Definitely think you can. 30 pages of This Pen for Hire, sound by Laura Levine. Definitely sounds like a detective. Made it 20% mark of fledging. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jaleesa. Okay. Yeah, I have said many times fledgling was not what I had expected it to be. I'm curious. I remember you had it on your TBR. I saw you put it on there. Finish and then come back and let's talk. Remind me. I will charge you to remind me once you finish fledgling to ask me so we can discuss it a little bit. Not a lot, just a little, but I hope you enjoy. The book cover is beautiful, though. I had to fix my Wi-Fi. Yes, I did say Wi-Fi. I had to fix my Wi-Fi, but I was on YouTube. Okay. Hey, make sure the Wi-Fi is working, okay? 32% of In Vita Nostra seems like a lot of nothing. I don't understand how I'm this far and a lot of nothing is happening. Fledgling. Okay, Vita Nostra. What is Vita Nostra about? so I can decide whether or not I will or will not pick it up. The name sounds good. Talking about drag story time. Yeah, drag story time is a bit interesting. I got 60. I wouldn't mind like an adult drag story time. Now that would be cool. I would go to that. 60% of the plot is murder. Okay, sounds like a cozy. Requires you to bend your mind a little. Yes. Sometimes I don't want to do that. That's the thing. Okay, so, yeah. I liked for Octavia Butler though. Okay, Fledgling was not my favorite. I will say that. I was very hyped up. I was like, oh, I was about it. Okay, I really was. So I felt let down. But everybody's different. I've seen a lot of people that liked it. But I thoroughly enjoyed Clay's Arc, which is tiny book by her. So that's another one you may be interested in. DNF if you don't like it. That's true. Don't beat yourself too much into it, but give it a chance. That's what I think about with DNFing. Give it a chance, but you can DNF after that if you want to. So about 50%, and if it's still dry, I'll definitely DNF. Oh, you are awesome. Okay, 50. I wasn't gonna say that, but okay. You really give it a chance. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest. If I'm reading something to the 50% mark, I'm gonna go all the way, or I'm gonna scan the rest of it. And I call it a read. If I got 50, 60% in, and I skimmed the rest of the book, because I need to still know if it's still about nothing, I consider that a read, and I'm gonna do a review on it. It's any story. It's like a clown or princess going to read to the kids. They don't care about what's under the costume. Oh, interesting. So they don't say, hey, this is a man dressed as a woman? I mean, is it not? That's interesting. Which I've never seen a drag. Is it a drag king when a female goes as a male? I've heard of that. I've never seen it though. I always see the male to female. But what's the? Well, it's like I guess I don't understand what's the point in calling it drag though, if it's not really like, hey, we're calling attention that this is a man dressed as a woman. I don't know. I'm missing something in the sauce than in the drag queen thing. And maybe I just thought it was something different. You have enlightened me, Paco. I love me some Vita Nostra, but it's super weird. Okay, y'all need to explain me Vita Nostra because I'm lazy and not looking it up. She is going for the food and the gossip. Nothing wrong with that. I like food and gossip. If you don't like leaning into not knowing what's going on until you eventually do, then it may not be for you. Yeah. I don't like books that are such a slow burn and then it's just slow reveal. And maybe not even a reveal, just slow. I don't know. Loved it. Spooky vibes. Okay, spooky vibes. I'm in Texas. First time I've seen nut trees here. Okay. I was thinking you were down south when you said the pecans. I'm from Texas originally. And that's the only time I've ever seen pecans. But I love them. I like the idea of having a pecan tree nearby. Just go and pick some pecans off the ground, wash them first. But, that's how I grew up. The only thing I don't like is pecan trees, in my opinion, where I grew up, breed roaches. You can't get rid of roaches if you have a pecan tree nearby. No matter what you do. I don't know if it's about the trees or maybe we just couldn't figure it out. So let me know if you have a solution so I can tell my family, okay? But I live up north in Jersey and we have spiders. That's about it. That's exaggerating for the sake of the video. Oh, that's awesome. Watch out for them creepy steps, the old houses. I had one, all the floors creaked. I'm like, if somebody trying to break into this place, I'm going to know in advance, okay? Kenny, are you enjoying the change in the weather? It's supposed to be glorious next week. Oh, y'all are doing that flip-flopping thing too? Well, we got our gloriousness this week, and then the weekend it starts to go bad. So I know y'all were having a bunch of rain, so hopefully it dies down. Cold. Kitty's like, I'm not with that life. Get a good book and a good blanket. This Pen for Hire is a cozy. It's super funny and remind me of Gilmore Girls. Okay. Sounds like it's right up your alley. Jaleesa is laughing. Kenny, cold and rainy. Don't you love it, love it, love it? Gives the icks and the creeps. Yeah, certain parts, I don't want to spoil, certain parts of the characters' interaction, yes. I just thought it was slow, and I'm like, okay, am I missing something? Maybe I missed something. I wasn't for it. I'm enjoying chapter 7. We're finally learning what or who the main character is. Okay, there you go. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, Mama Tangible. Oh, yeah, Mom, are you on? Okay, Mom, I'm going to call you on the next break. Convinced she created the character the way she did to keep our attention. Keep going. Yeah. Beyond the book cover, it gave me the icks every time they mentioned her physical appearance. However, I was fine with the story otherwise. It's creepy till the end. I agree. Yeah. I don't know. I just had issues with the book. It just wasn't what I expected. Like the synopsis of Fledgling, to me, hyped it up where, like, I'm thinking... like Interview with a Vampire, they lived this long time and all of these things happened. And I had that in my head, and yeah, it's drag is the performance of gender. It's not having to explain gender identity to everyone. That's true. I think people and adults get hung up on that though. I don't. I'm not the person to like, I don't know all the nuance. I don't even know if nuances is the word. I don't know all the details about it, but still it's, I guess the whole, and I'm okay with that. I love a good drag show. My Bachelorette was drag stuff. Good times. But I love the performance of it. But in this day and age, when you have so many people that have issues with any and everything, bringing things into schools, education, banning books, things like that, to say, hey, I'm a person that does drag, because they should be explaining that when they're applying for, like, how some libraries apply for, like, hey, let's have drag hour and thing like that. That's something that is still explained, of, hey, here's this person doing this. Then it's the idea of that being brought in, and it has to be explained to parents or to the children. It's just incites questions. That's all I'm saying, is that whole idea of cites questions. Otherwise, if it's just like, hey, here's this funny person, it's a clown, you'd probably have a clown, come up. And kids kind of recognize that up front. So it's just the idea of, I'm not sure how it's presented at my library. So I don't know how it is in other people's places, but I get the performance aspect of it, but there's still something behind it, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Your friend that goes to funerals she goes for food and gossip. I don't know what she goes for, because she cries and all this other stuff too. So, hey, have at it. She does her. Just don't ask me to go. Thursdays are our day of meetings. By the end of the day, I'm wiped with zero energy. I don't blame you. I'd be tired too. I was yesterday. I was exhausted at the end of the day. Book is slow paced. That payoff better be worth it. Otherwise, I'm throwing. Keep going. I agree with you on that one, though. I don't like a slow paced book, and I'm just like, okay, what the hell? They don't say this is a man in drag or anything like that. It's about children seeing different people, and also having worked with kids, they're quite accepting as littles. That's when they get older that they get questionable. Okay, I get you. So yeah, I don't see. That's the thing. I don't know how they presented that. So the person just comes in and starts reading to them. Okay, well that makes sense. And I know that there's different, like some people come with like the big hair, and then I've also seen very subtle drag too, to where you didn't even know that it maybe wasn't a female or whatever in there. So I don't know how they present it, but if that's how they're doing it, then I understand that. Okay. Well, but and not to keep harping on this, I just brought it up and y'all, but yeah, kids I think are pretty much very accepting, and they may even ask questions, but they're not like, ugh. It's generally adults that put those ideas into kids' heads. That's normally the people that have issues with that, but you have to get past the adults to get to the children. So that was my thing of, I don't know how they structure that to get to the idea that we have this book reading or whatever with this particular person, and how to not sideswipe, but how to get past that to present that to a library, to adults to accept it, because people are asses. Okay. I keep pressing forward. I mean, don't let me shape your opinion about that book. You're reading it, so keep reading it and form your own opinion. I just know mine. I don't want to give you any spoilers, so I would like to know what you think after you finish, though. Or when they hear adults start. Exactly. Yes. Adults tend, it's just like racism. Kids are generally cool. They learn that crap from adults, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Okay. That's true. It's the only weird adults that are worried about people. Yep. People are so concerned. That's just like those people that won't let you be. You Black, you're queer, you're doing your own thing, and somebody comes across the room. I got a problem with you. Why are you talking to me then? If you got a problem, leave me be. Yeah, y'all. People genitals and what they do. Exactly. If you are not trying to be part of it, stay out of it. Okay. If you can't, y'all, folks. Hey, Betty, how you doing, Miss Jessica? Welcome to the chat. Welcome. What are you reading? Hello, everyone. Absolutely. I always just mind your business. I agree. If you don't like something, then just don't go at it. I never got the reason why people that have issues with something go out of their way to go towards it. To me, I feel like those are people that either just want to cause some trouble because they're bored and they have a power trip, or maybe they're liking what they see and they fear that if people knew about it, then they would be viewed differently. So they tend to act out. It's like those white dudes that love Black women, but you don't want to tell your friends or nobody like that, so then you just go and assault her instead. Okay, we're gonna stop on that. This is too serious. I've come across some things lately. Okay, I have a lot of things in my head. We're just gonna go on. I like to keep booktube light. I'm doing good reading another extreme horror. Okay, what that horror? What it working with? Let me know. Speaking of libraries, my hold came in for Eden's Everdark. Ooh, I Feed Her to the Beast and Blackbirds in the Sky. I pick them up when I leave work. Oh, okay. Eden's Everdark. I read that last month before last. It was pretty darn good, I will say. That's a middle grade, y'all, with a beautiful purple cover. I Feed Her to the Beast, buddy read, October 19th, if y'all are interested. And I've never heard of Blackbirds in the Sky. Tell me what Blackbirds in the Sky is about. People with fun outfits and makeup having a great time and expressing themselves. Literally nothing beyond that accepts other people's biasness. I agree. But I'm an adult, and I've only ever really interacted with drags in shows, which are geared more towards adult, which I thoroughly enjoy. So I don't know how they present that to kids. That was my only comment about that. But 170 takeout. You're making me think of food. Most of the loudest haters are secret. Exactly. That's why I give side eye when you have guys that are or girls or whatever, that are looking at somebody like, you know. And that goes for everything. That's just not even drag. That's for a lot of things. Oh, look at that butt. Oh, it's so nasty. Okay, you are looking at that juicy booty because you probably want it and you don't want it, you're afraid to admit. Okay. I'm just saying. Whatever, y'all. Always in my video, mind your business, that's yours. People need a reminder every now and then. That's true, but I be butting into business all the time. Y'all see me. This is like girl chat right here, okay? I mind my business to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm not going to go and hate on somebody and be picketed and doing hateful stuff. You know what I'm saying? Reading both books. Oh, yeah. Going to be some good reading in October. Yeah, I'm excited. Switching to Casovento. Never heard of that. What is that about? I actually have to say that I was thinking about that. Is the pushback because folks are saying it's okay to explore gender and sexuality, and those screaming are afraid what they will find within themselves? You never know. I think it's a combination of all of those. I think certain people don't like other. I tell my husband that a lot. There's the other. Others are queer, and I hope that's not disrespectful in the putting in the category of queer, but queer, female. When it comes to race, I'm specifically Black. I just feel like people have more of an issue with Black than anything, like brown skin of whatever variety. I feel like sometimes people, I know there's other nationalities or whatever ethnicities out there, but Asians are a minority too, depending on where you're at. But I find people don't tend to have as many issues with, so I'm just saying that there's other, okay, and whatever fashion other is, that's not just mainstream white male, right? There's always an other that people have an issue with. And I'm like, why? I feel like it's just targeted as pushback. And maybe it's fear. In a lot of books that I hear, it's fear, and sometimes it's maybe they like that because people tend to, sometimes when you see always something that's the same, you get attracted. Something that's different stands out. And that's not always a bad thing to stand out. However, a lot of people are more afraid about the fact that they're going towards something and like something, but what are their peers are going to say? Like there's a book called Bad Fat Black Girl. I don't know if y'all read it, by Cecily Bowen. It's Notes on Trap Feminism, right? And she said something in that book that really stood out to me. And she said that there's a lot of white men that are really attracted to Black women. However, they're afraid about what their peers and what other white people may say. So they may mess with you behind closed doors and not bring it up to other folks, but they're afraid. So they really hate on those that actually go out and say, hey, this is what I like. This is my boo on my arm. I'm good with that, and that goes for Black women, but that also goes for a curvier, bigger body too, but people hate on that person because they have the audacity to speak their truth. So that's one of those reasons why people sometimes don't like certain groups of people, You have that big Black girl. That's a prime example that I was discussing with somebody yesterday. Okay, so you're a big Black girl. Or a big girl, but I'll say specifically big Black girl. That was the context. Okay, what? You're supposed to run in the corner and act like you ugly or something and not hone up? What? Why? People hate on a big Black girl that owns who she is and puts on her clothes and be like, what? I look cute. I put my hair in, my nails, whatever. What's wrong with that? You're supposed to be ashamed of who you are? But that goes back to good old-fashioned racism. So I guess people think certain groups are supposed to just cower in the corner. The audacity of you to actually have pride in yourself. Anyway, y'all, we're going to get in trouble. I have enough unsubscriber issues on my channel, y'all. The Black Farm by Elias Witherow. Oh, this book is crazy scary. Ooh, Okay. Is that a black author? I'm trying to figure out what I'm thinking this book is about. Maybe I should just look it up on my own. I'm gonna write it down. Where's my pen anyway? Do, do, do. The black. I think it's Mayama. I think you were just talking about, what was that last book about the birds you were talking about, Mayama? No words, a great conversation. Yeah, well, I'm not the most eloquent. You know who very much is eloquent? Ashley and Locked Book. No, hold up. I'm mixing two different channels together. Both are good channels, by the way. Ashley at Bookish Realm. Very eloquent person, can probably have the words to say what it is I'm saying much better. Okay. I'm not known for public speaking. My channel is to help me rectify with that. Am I doing a good job? No, because I still slur words and speak really fast, but I'm working on it. But yes, I explore ideas with y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Yes, I want to know about this book here. I'm going to look it up. I'm afraid of what you may put in the description, which is why I wrote it down. They fear what they don't know. Yes, I agree. I get you. It's okay to be nosy. Just don't have an agenda. Oh, politics. I work with someone like that, and I just want to create the petties. Oh, my gosh. We're not going to talk about petty. We could talk about the family gathering I had yesterday or Sunday. I don't even want to go into it, y'all. People, it's new. I'm new to that term. What does that mean? Oh, just say not white. That's what I describe to some people. Like, is it a black person, Asian, whatnot? Like, also another thing. Okay, BIPOC was a new term for me when I first got into BookTube. And when I think of Black, Indigenous, people of color, in my head, I'm thinking like blacks, which is crazy because black is so vague. But Indigenous, I always thought of like Native American. But that includes like Asian authors or Asian people as well. So it's just like, it's kind of hard to figure out sometimes of where, what denotions that people are addressing sometimes. My coworker has issues with children that are in transition. It annoys him that people put pronouns in email signatures, and then he complains to me about it. I think everybody is entitled to their opinions. Not everybody necessarily wants to hear it, And I think the pronoun thing is a big thing for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that have had issues with it. I struggle. Like, I'm all about respecting people, whether it's something that I necessarily am on board with or whatnot, but I don't want to disrespect people, and I struggle with saying like pronouns and stuff, because to me, it doesn't fall off my tongue easily because I'm not used to that. But I strive to meet people where they're at, whether I'm saying, hey, yeah, or not, Children, I think anything with children is a source of contention, period, because children can't speak for themselves and their minds are still developing. So I understand when people have issues when it comes to children. I'm for educating yourself before people make decisions, but people tend to be ignorant and use children as their excuse. I'm not on board with that. Author, a person of color. That is read. Thank you. I really don't know, but I will look it up. I'm tired of arguing back and forth and speaking stupid with it. I would just head that off as is. Okay. I have to a certain extent that same issue with my husband. And I'm like, look, if you don't agree, avoid. It's just like some people have issues with, I don't think you can avoid females, but some people have issues with people of color in whatever variety or whatever. And some people have issues with people that are queer. Avoid them then. You don't have to interact with everybody. Don't go spewing hate because you have issues. That's your issue, not their issue. I wouldn't even argue. Being big and black and what someone always gets me. People make it seem like you should be slow. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Hey, Brittany. Hello, lady. How are you doing? I agree. Good conversation. No, you're not in bad trouble. It's good trouble. There you go. Conversations are need to be had. They win when we stay quiet. So don't. Yes, that's true. I just want to make sure I'm being responsible in the words that I put out. This is social media. And I don't always have the best words. I say that, but I don't want people to misconstrue that somebody is, or that I'm trying to be negative or spew hate on somebody because I had the wrong words that I said and didn't mean it. You know how somebody takes like half of what you say and roll with it, but they didn't hear the rest when you were like, hold up, I said that wrong, that type of thing. So, Brittany, hello. Editing my video for tomorrow if there are any more sprints. Yeah, I've been running my mouth. We need to sprint. I want to do at least 2 more sprints. Hey, Brittany. Okay, y'all, we're going to do a 45 and then talk a little bit and then maybe a 30 and then get out of here, okay? I need to upload and edit something too, so. Let me see. Do I have this timer up? I do indeed. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and do some reading, okay? Relax your mind and get into your book. Happy reading. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh my God. I was talking to my mama in the other room. She said that she was on the sprint. And I was like, how long you have left? And she said, oh, you got a little bit left, a little bit of time left. And then I just asked her again, and she was like, oh, well, there's something with my phone. I haven't been looking at it. I'm like, oh, no. Sorry. Oh, my God. I was trying to get a snack and make some tea. I got some hummus and some crackers. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. All right. How is y'all reading? I managed to edit one little small video. What was that? I am trying to figure out where I'm at in the chats here. We're going to do one more. Let me cue this up while I'm looking for stuff. We're going to do one more, like a 30-minute sprint. And then we'll call it a day. Hold on a sec. All right. Where am I at here? Brittany's editing the video for tomorrow. If there are any more sprints happening, one more sprint, and then that's it. Hey, Brittany, we have, I think that's where I was at. Blackbirds in the Sky is a graphic novel about Tulsa Massacre. Oh, interesting. That was it. Thank you. Where is the sheet that oh my gosh, y'all. I'm trying to figure out the sheet that I had written stuff on. I got too many little papers here. I got a desk, but it's, junky. Okay. Black. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Found it. All right, I'm going to use this. I also just have one more sheet. See, this is my problem. Black birds in the sky. Graphic novel. All right. Thank you very much. Let's see. I feel like it's a lot of decisiveness to cause us to be distracted from much more important things in the world. I really dislike adults these days. Yes, I do think that people go out of their way to create distractions so you can not look at other more important issues. Hey, y'all, I'm listening to Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Crosby. Hello, Tia. Yeah, I hear S.A. Crosby is a trip, right? Some hard-hitting books on social commentary. I'm excited to read him for All the Sinners Bleed as part of Black Aweenathon. That'll be my first foray into him. Are you liking The Wasteland? Good book. Such a good author. You feel like it's film while it's reading. They should be adapted into movies. Ooh, I would definitely watch that. I've heard that a few times about him. Editing, exporting, watching it upload. You have been busy, Brittany. You're just looking at the dots. I'm reading Burn the Negative. Okay, what is Burn the Negative about, Sarah? Thank you for coming too. Hey, Adrian. You okay? You already got the book. Okay. I'm still on hold, but I have faith it's gonna come through. From the library. I requested both the audio and the e-copy because they don't have a physical copy. We'll see what happens. That's great. Enjoying it so far. That's awesome. Mostly worked that sprint, 10 pages of Who Fears Death. I can tell it's going to be a good one. It was a good one. I was just like, oh. At the beginning scene with the ladies at the retreat, when they talked about that, I was like, okay. I had to take a break. That's a good book, though. 27% audiobook, work done, updated links, hashtags for post, productivity. You were on your way. Audiobook, All the Sinners Bleed, read it. Yes. Oh, darn, you're quick. Okay, you got it done. Okay. Adrian, horror thriller about a scary movie. It's good. I'm almost done. Okay, that works. That's a lot of books about slasher movies and stuff these days. Apple cider slang. That sounds like a cute mystery there. 44% fall cozy mystery. There we go. See, I love those titles, y'all. Hello, everyone. Hello, Adrian. So, Adrian, we're about to do the last sprint. So, you caught us on the tail end here. Oh, Adrian, Lissy says hello. Okay, I'm going to add this timer here to the mix. I'm going to go get my tea and finish my hummus here, okay? So, happy reading. See you in a few. Hello, hello, hello. How did your reading go? That was the last sprint. I hope that all your reading went well. Have I read today? No. No, that's not true. I lied. Have I read on this sprint? No. um, but I got two little videos edited, so that's good. And I got my tea, or well, this is like a latte matcha. I don't know what the hell this thing is. It has some sludge stuff at the bottom. Oh. Anyway, anybody finish a book? Let me see. We're saying hello to Adrian. Going to head out, but thank you for sprints. Thank you very much, Paulina, for coming by. I hope to see you sooner than later. Adrian says, I hope I've been here since the beginning, just quiet. Nothing wrong with that. You got stuffs to do, lady. You ain't got time to be talking all the time. I get you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. 69% business or pleasure because Libby. Got 69% because of business or pleasure because Libby. I'll pick up Blackoween reads when I get out of work. Trying to incorporate comics and graphic novels into these readathons to highlight their existence. I love it. I like that idea. Anybody ever have any recommendations for Black graphic novels? Let me know. I'm not much into... I keep getting spammed all the time. Anyway, I'm not into like comic books, like superheroes and stuff like that, but I love a good graphic novel, like a story. So if anybody have any written by Black authors with Black characters, feel free to always message me. Let me know about those. I would love to know about them. Realm of Comics. That's Ashley. That's her second channel. She has lots of recommendations for graphics and comics, of course, but I think for Blackoweenathon, she also has a lot of recommendations for specifically Black comics and stuff. I'm not sure. I know she centers a lot on like middle grade and stuff like that, but I think she has some adults too. So check that out if y'all are interested. Let's see. Where am I at in the chat here? Oh yeah, you were talking about this one. Yes. And then also, so I'm assuming Liz sees, are you doing I don't even know. What's the one with, there's one that's a comic/graphics location in Blackoweenathon too. So that'll be right up your alley as well. Jaleesa says, Sarah, you should try The Shadow Glass by the same author, Josh Wining. He's really into 80s pop culture and nostalgia. Oh, there we go. Adrian was creeping and lurking. Nothing wrong with that. I do that when I'm busy. But what I hate though is when I don't make myself known and then everybody leaves and I'm like, crap. Because sometimes when you're doing that, you get busy with stuff because you're kind of in and out. It's like a disjointed conversation, which all of this really is, but it's just to a worse extent. And but then you go, do something in another room, and next thing you know, the whole sprint's gone, and you never said hi. I'll do that. Thanks, Shalisa. I'll check it out. Sounds interesting. Book recommendations are always where it's at. Watch video with my son during his lunchtime and then put away groceries. Hoping to get to my book sometime today. I hope you do as well. Death Threads by Elizabeth Lynn Casey. Listening to Miss Frost Says I Do. That sounds cute. Christian Painter. Still trying to decide. But it sounds like you got some good options out there. I'm going to say Death Threads. Oh, Kenny, thank you so much for coming by. I hope that you have a good night, okay? Bye-bye, Miss Lady. Good evening, Kenny. Yup. Mayama, I've made a good dent in the Marvelers, and I'm really enjoying it. We wish we had middle grade books like this when I was growing up. Thanks for the spritz. Girl, who you telling? I've read a lot of books these days or get exposed to them or find them, and I'm like, what was this? I was a reader. I was a big reader all the way through high school. Then I got to college and, I was busy with school stuff and then it slopped off for like another 10 years or whatever. But it's like, I never had like really cool books. Well, I never saw myself in any sort of books, whatever, when I was high school. We just didn't have any of that sort of representation that I am aware of. But or that was put out to me. But I mean, we had like cheesy little books that I wasn't interested in reading. So I read books off my mama's shelves that I should not have been reading because that was what was interesting. And then I took myself to the library and just kept going to the adult section. So rest of the day. You do as well. I hope everybody has a good day. We're going to be signing off here shortly because y'all got stuff to do. Y'all don't have time to be hanging with me all day. I understand. That is fine. Didn't do much. Trying to make a plan for dinner. Okay. I say make it yummy no matter what it is. Mayama, catch you later in spreads. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome, Kay. Thanks for the spreads. I hope your video uploads well and that it does not have any hang-ups because I understand, lady. 84% of business or pleasure, waiting for my lunch, and I already have to go back to work. Dang, right. Well, you know what? You're getting through the books, you're getting through your lunch, and the workday will be gone before you know it, okay? Have fun. Y'all all have fun. Thank y'all very much for coming. I appreciate it. Mother is not on, but mom in spirit, I'm gonna give her a call. She was here, internet issues, but thank y'all all for coming. Have a good cup of tea, and I'm gonna see y'all next time, I hope. Okay. Bye, y'all.